It all starts up again as I walk along the track beside Taronga Zoo, my oversized police training academy t-shirt sweaty, my new Reebok pumps still clean, and the silver Walkman my mother had sent me as a gift last Christmas hooked to the elastic of my pink tracksuit pants. The Walkman had arrived about a week after Christmas Day with no note, but a cassette inside with Osho, Communism and Zen Fire, Zen Wind written on it. When I played it, I heard an Indian man talking about communism evolving into spiritualism and spiritualism into anarchism. I guessed, judging by this and the postmark from India on the package, that my mother had found a new guru to follow. I flick the button on the Walkman to the radio and Madonna's Like a Virgin fades out as the 9 o'clock news starts. The news anchor's voice is brash and excitable in my ears. A warning to our listeners that this story is graphic in nature. The body of an 84-year-old woman has been found in the foyer of her apartment building in Mossman on Sydney's lower North Shore. At this stage, police believe it to be a mugging gone wrong. And I stop. I hold in place like an anchor, like a nail in wood, like the breath of a frightened woman alone in her home. Now, standing at the corner of my street, I see the perfectly manicured hedge of the house across the road, the cement roundabout I used to ride my bike across as a child. The radio announcer's words pound in my ears. Elderly woman, vicious robbery, a grandmother bludgeoned and left to die, stockings, shoes. And now, only meters from the home she left to me, I am instantly back there. As a teenager, I would ride my bike from Newtown to her, leave my bike under the awning in front of the warehouse she used for a studio, and hurry inside. I'd often find her in her office upstairs with her head in a book, or sketching, or doing the numbers. Sometimes she was downstairs at one of the long printing tables, looking at designs and talking with her printmakers. She had masses of perfectly coiffed electric red hair, and her nails were always expertly manicured. She wore high heels, and her outfits were, she told me, handmade by a designer whose name she would never reveal to anyone. She was the epitome of glamour. She was Marlowe Kerr, Sydney's art darling, a woman who sounded like an English aristocrat when she talked to others, but whose broad Queensland accent emerged when we were alone. Our little secret, she'd say. Marlowe Kerr. She sang in the Far East in the 1920s and then started a finishing school in London in the 1930s. She was constantly transforming herself, a dress designer when she returned to Australia in the 1940s, a landscape painter in the 1950s, and she had saved her biggest transformation for when she turned 60, starting her luxury wallpaper and fabric business in 1959. Her designs were printed in gold and red, in silver on dark metallic papers. She loved Japanese florals, geometric shapes, cockatoos and echidnas. Her wallpaper designs could be found on the walls of London nightclubs and Parisian cafes. Her fabrics made into sheets and curtains that were sold at all the most expensive and exclusive stores.